Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys a twin flame reading. This one's going to be a little bit different than usual. It's actually a spread that I came up with that is now in my Etsy shop, so I will be putting the link down below. So it is going to be where you and your twin flame are currently at on this twin flame journey. So I'm going to be using a lot of different decks here today, so I will list those in the description box below, and we're just going to basically jump right into it. So the first thing that we're going to do is take a look at where the Divine Masculine is at on this journey and just all the different things and all the energies that are surrounding him and what he may be working with at this present time. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of show you guys the boxes of what I'm using first. So for the actual journey, I'm going to be using the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards. So that's these purple ones right here. And then I'm going to be using the Akashic Tarot, which is this one here. The Akashic Tarot is a very specific deck that's designed to be used a certain way. I'm going to be using it my way today. I'm not going to be using the actual meanings out of the books, and I'm not going to be using it in the reversal form at all. So just to let you guys know that are familiar with the Akashic Tarot, you might say that's not what that card means. It's not, but I'm reading it my way today and I'm reading it intuitively today. So that's just what I'm doing. I'm also going to be checking in to see what kind of energies are surrounding both parties by using the Magical Messages from the Fairies Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue, Angel Therapy cards again by Doreen Virtue, Goddess Guidance Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue, and the Ascended Masters by Doreen Virtue. So what I'm going to do is I'm just combining all those decks together and I'm just going to shuffle them all together. Also, for any shadowy purposes as far as what the blockages are, I'm going to be using the Wisdom of the House of Night Oracle cards by PC Cast and Colette Baron Reed, Earth Energy, Earth Wisdom Oracle cards, and for Cosmic Energy, we have the Cosmic Reading cards. So I'm going to be using all those today, and then at the end, I'm going to go ahead and go into these particular oracles that I just love. Two of my favorites right now, Art Through the Eyes of the Soul Oracle, as well as Art Through the Starstream Oracle. Very cool decks. So we're just going to basically jump right into it and get started. So I'm just going to go ahead and shuffle everything on camera. If you guys want to put a timestamp in there, feel free, so people don't have to see all the shuffling. So I'm just going to put everything aside. So this is what I'm going to shuffle first. So I want to take a look at where the Divine Masculine is at currently on his journey and just all the different energies that go along with it. Oops. This card stock is very similar to this one here. I do like it, but it's a little hard to shuffle. I'm going to take these and put them over here. I'm also going to shuffle these. So I'm just going to cut the cards and prepare each deck. I'm going to put these right here. Okay, so Divine Masculine's energy. We have great adventure, discovering truth, and taking shelter. So this is where the Divine Masculine is currently at on this twin flame journey. Let's go ahead and pull some cards from the Akashic Tarot. We have the Queen of Roses. We have Clearing the Way, Four of Keys, and the Three of Roses, Loving Elementals. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the energies that are surrounding the Divine Masculine. And I just combine these all together because I am going to choose a card from each deck. I just thought it would be way easier to just put them all together. So we'll do that one, this one, that one, and that one. We have Debt Paid Off, Clear Yourself, Follow Your Heart, and Fertility. Let's go ahead and take a look at any blockages or shadowy aspects that the Divine Masculine is currently working with. Just so you guys know, the shuffling process is going to be complete for the rest of the reading. I just needed to initially do this to get everything set up. Chaos. I'll put that up here for now. Well, maybe I'll put it right here. Okay. Universal cosmic energy. Cosmic lessons. Energy straight from the universe. We have emotions, and let's go ahead and do the earth wisdom. So this is going to be 3D energy. We have strength. All right, let's tie it all in. And I'm really seeing that this is not, I'm going to push this over a little bit so we can see it. Okay. Great adventure. This is going to be the first card we're going to talk about for this journey for the Divine Masculine. We have great adventure. Take a risk and venture forward. So where the Divine Masculine is currently at on this journey is he may be just about ready to start this venture. It's about taking the risk. It's about moving forward. It's about taking the first step on this journey. So that's what I'm getting here. So he might be really feeling suddenly that he's ready for a new adventure. That could be what that energy is. We also have discovering the truth. So it says you stand in the light of truth. So we can see this journey here, and we have somebody who's looking off into the distance because they are discovering the truth of something. They're discovering either the truth of their divine mission at this present time. They may be starting to see a path opening up and saying, hey, you know what? I feel some kind of special connection. It could be something like that. But we do have something about taking a risk and venturing forward. And we do have somebody that's looking towards that path because they are discovering some sort of truth. So I like it because it's like this awakening towards something. Some of them may be on this path already. Some of them may haven't even started to go on this journey yet. So I'm just seeing that somebody is looking at this journey or looking at this path and they're wanting to move forward with it. They're wanting to kind of venture out just to kind of see. It's almost like this curious energy is what I'm getting right now. But we also have taking shelter. Taking shelter is about seeking the answers within yourself. So this is kind of like the Hermit card for the Divine Masculine on this particular journey. So this is an indication here that that might be where he is at currently, and this is where he is venturing off now. He has taken shelter. He has taken space away from his, from his divine feminine. He's taken shelter possibly within another situation. And so now he is discovering the truth within that situation. He's discovering the truth because he's taken shelter either within himself or elsewhere. He's starting to come to the truth, and now he is ready to venture forward and take a risk. He's ready to move forward is what is coming. So that is amazing. So that just means for some of you that are listening, you might feel like your Divine Masculine is stuck. He's not going to either leave a current situation. He's not going to change, things like that. But what we do have here is this energy. At least these are the Divine Masculines I'm channeling today that are really starting to wake up to something. They're really starting to wake up to some sort of truth. And so they're ready to take a risk and do something different. So there might be a shift that you're suddenly, becoming aware of, or you just feel a shift in your Divine Masculine's energy. And that could be why, because they're ready to take a risk. We have chaos. So their shadow card and their blockages are chaos. It could be chaos that they have created within situations. It could be the chaos that they created within their connection with you. But whatever it is, it's basically meant to tear up anything that wasn't working. It's kind of like the Tower card to me. It's meant to come in and create chaos. Once the dust settles, now we can see something. Now we can move forward. It could be that whatever chaos was created, this is why the Divine Masculine took shelter. He stepped away, whatever that was. But the good news is that the dust is starting to settle. This is a shadowy aspect. I love seeing a Hermit card when we're dealing with shadows, because that means that we have taken the time to work through some of these shadowy aspects. So that's a really, really good thing. We also have cosmic energy coming through, as in this is emotion. So to me, this is a very dark card. because it's the cosmic energy with the emotions. So it's really a beautiful card, but in darkness as well. And so what I'm getting here is that whatever chaos was created with that they did, or whatever happened within the situation, maybe possibly you created chaos for them. It has created them or forced them to go deep down into their emotions and to really do that dark night of the soul healing. So that's a really good thing. And we have 3D energy, which is strength, which means that we have strength within our 3D selves. We're starting to break through to something. We're starting to come into our strength and into our power in the 3D world. So that's fantastic. So these are some of the things that are also going on within this journey. We have great adventure that's tied to the Queen of Roses. The Queen of Roses is beautiful because this is a card of somebody that we have love for. We feel love in our hearts. The roses are the heart suits. The roses are the cup suits in traditional tarot. So this is somebody that he is looking at, and he is attracted to this person. He feels really good towards this person. It's really good. So what I'm getting here is that he is wanting to take a risk and venture forward towards this Queen of Roses. This Queen of Roses could be you, the person watching this video. So that's really a good indication that whatever has happened here may be changing in the future. That's great. We do have discovering the truth, as in the Four of Keys clearing the way. So initially there was obviously, or even right now, because this is present energy, there is some sort of a block in the pathway. So it literally is about coming together with another person to clear this up. And so this is just a part of the journey is what I'm getting, because we literally have this pathway here and we're starting to discover the truth of this situation, as in the error of our ways, what part we played into putting this block in the road. And so there is some kind of energy that is surrounding discovering the truth, doing some kind of clearing within oneself to figure out how they can remove the blocks of this path, remove the blocks within this within their lives. And so now they're putting a lot more energy towards wanting to move forward with their divine feminine. Taking shelter, we have loving elementals. When I see this card, this is an indication to me it's not just about elementals, because elementals to me say that it's, fairies that we're talking about, or earth type of spirits. That could be it as well. But to me, I don't like to close it off and say it's only elementals. Loving beings, being around the divine masculine, helping him. These are beings, spirit guides, possibly people that have passed on, ancestors that have always been with the divine masculine. They've never left him. And so what I'm getting here is that they've been guiding him on this path. They've been guiding him on this journey. They are currently still with him, guiding him on this journey. So what I'm getting here is that the answers that he has sought within himself has really been also orchestrated and combined with these also loving energies that are surrounding him. So I'm getting a lot of spiritual guidance around the divine masculine right now on this particular path. So it's good because whatever he's gone through, it's really propelled him to something much more positive moving forward. So it's really, really positive. So as far as the actual energies that we're talking about that they're specifically working on with him, we have debt paid off. I love to see this card. This is especially for divine masculines that are in karmic relationships right now. That debt is about ready to be paid off, or they're done with it now. That's what I'm getting here. So the burdens have been lifted, or will be lifting very soon, from the divine masculine. He's very interested. He's moving towards, or away from this chaos. He's moving towards paying this debt off, being done with this lesson. So whatever the hardships that he has experienced so far, he's looking to lift these burdens from his life. He's looking to pay those debts off and be done with it once and for all. And then we have the clear yourself. He's literally looking to clear himself at this present time. So it says, ask the angels to release any toxic energies that you may have absorbed. So that's exactly what's going on right now. It's like, even if he is mentally not in that space to where he is taking action towards clearing things out, what we're getting is these are all the divine interventions that are coming into his life. These are all the energies that are around him that are really beckoning him to pay this debt off, to clear himself of this toxic energy. St. Francis is with him right now, to telling him to follow his heart, go with his heart. Choose your heart. Don't choose fear. Don't stay connected with these chaotic, toxic situations out of fear. Follow your heart. And to me, following his heart is back to his divine feminine. So that's really, really beautiful. We also have fertility. So this is the goddess energy, Astara. It says, it is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. So again, this is about starting over and starting fresh. For some of you, this could even be that your divine masculine wants to come back to you and start a family, start a fresh new life with you even. So that's very, very positive that this is all connected to clearing something out and bringing something fresh and new in. So very, very positive for the divine masculine as far as where he is currently at on his journey. And some of you may just feel like that's not what's happening right now. Present energy to me is that these are the present energies that are trying to penetrate the divine masculine to kind of get him to wake up and smell the coffee, to get him to push him forward towards the new, towards his divine feminine. It's beautiful. So now we're going to go into the divine feminine's energy. So I'm going to put these cards aside over here. And we're going to do the same thing. And all the cards are already ready, so we do not have to sit through all the shuffling. We have In the Flow, fantastic. Finding Sanctuary, and Begin Now. We have Four of Forces, Spring/Autumn, Up in the Air, and Winged Messengers. I think it's really cool that you guys both got cards indicating something about spiritual beings and messengers. That's great. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take a look here at these energies. So I'm going to go ahead and draw these cards. There we go. Okay, and a cosmic reading card. Shadow, Earth, and then all of these. Okay, so this is what we have. In the flow. This is where the divine feminine is currently at. She is in the flow. Everything is smooth sailing. Now, I know for some of you are thinking to yourself, bullshit, that's not how I feel on this journey right now. But this is the thing. This is Spirit's way of trying to get you in the flow of this journey. Let go of expectations. Let go of your fears. Just go with the flow. Let go of things that you are resisting. Let go of, do the healing. Let go of things that you need it to be a certain way on this journey. It's telling you to go with the flow. You're going to find sanctuary in this. So finding sanctuary, opening up to your spiritual source, that's where you're going to find your sanctuary. Some of you may feel that the only sanctuary or the only relief that you're going to feel is in your divine masculine's arms. And that's actually not what Spirit is telling you. Spirit is telling you that you need to open up your spiritual source. You need to open up to this. That's where you're going to find your sanctuary, is within and with your connection with the divine. It's not necessarily going to come in the form of another person. So some of you may be dealing with that right now. It's about letting go for now, going with the flow, loving yourself first and foremost, doing that inner healing, connecting with the universe, and then the union comes. Then we're healed, then we're ready. Divine masculine, everybody is ready at that time. So we have begin, as in that is the next step. Now you can begin. Now you can take your first step. So what I'm getting here for the divine feminine is, for some of you watching, you might have thought to yourself, I've been on this journey for so long. I've been on this journey for so long and I haven't seen shit change. Well, the thing is, you might be missing the mark. And so this is Spirit's way of telling you that there's still work that needs to be done here. There's still clearing that you're needing to do. So that's where you're going to find yourself, that now you can start. Now you're on track is what I'm getting here. So that is very significant for some of you. Like I said, that may feel like you've just been doing this for so long. You got it all figured out, and maybe you don't. I mean, maybe some of you do, but maybe some of you just don't. Maybe there's still something that you're missing. Maybe you're not able to properly let go and just go with the flow. Maybe you're not taking the time to do the inner work. Maybe you're really focused on your divine masculine and not focused enough on your own self. Maybe you're too focused on union and you're not focused on what the deeper meaning is of this actual journey. So what I'm getting is that after you let go and go with the flow, you are going to connect with yourself and the divine. And now this journey can begin. You could take your first step towards healing, is what I'm being told. So for some of you that are doing the work and you have been doing the work and that previous message didn't apply, what I'm getting here is that you're taking your first step to the new you, to the new that new peace of mind, that new feeling of just feeling very good and feeling very healed. So for some of you, you may have gone through Dark Night of the Soul, you may have gone through your clearing, you may have gone through all your releasing, and now you begin a new journey with yourself. So if your divine masculine isn't ready, you're going to enjoy this journey on your own for a bit, and you're really going to benefit from all the wonderful things this journey has in store for you individually. So that's what I'm getting to. Shadow it's so complicated. It's only as complicated as we make it, is what Spirit's saying. Oh, look at the number, 11. Interesting. So the thing is, the more that we look at this is such a complicated situation. My divine masculine is never going to be able to clear. He's never going to be able to get out of that karmic relationship if that applies, or he's never going to be able to change, or he's never going to be able to see the error of his ways. This is actually complicating the actual connection. So that's what I'm getting there. So, but this is also very disempowering for you as well. So it disengages you from this actual journey. It disengages you from, the bigger picture of it, your divine masculine, everything. It's just, you're not on track with that kind of thinking. So it literally is about, if you are still feeling these heavy feelings of unforgiveness and just not being able to see a way out of it, you can't see the light. And it's not about, sometimes we may not see the light. We're not meant to see the light. We're meant to work through those issues to get to that point where we can see the light. So I'm not saying there's anything wrong with some of you out there that are really struggling, but you have to examine, how long have you been struggling? How long has this felt so heavy and so burdensome and just so awful? There's something that's not right there. If you have been chronically unhappy and chronically down in the dumps for a long extended period of time, there's something that's not right. There's something that you are missing. So that's what I'm getting here, is that this blockage here is for a reason, but it's not here to stay. It's for you to get through. So if you're still behind that door and you're banging on it and you're not able to get through, it's like you got to go deeper within yourself. You've got to take your focus off the divine masculine and what he's not doing, or what he's doing that's causing you so much pain. It's like you've got to go deep within yourself. So that's what I'm getting, is that you're only making it as complicated. It's only as complicated as you're making it. It's this journey is only as complicated as you believe it to be, is what I'm getting there. So connected to this, though, we do have the four forces. Now, if I did read reversals, it would say autumn or spring. So because I didn't do reversals, I don't know if this is spring or autumn, but hey, you know what? Maybe that message is going to apply for some of you. Maybe it's springtime right now here in the States in Arizona. So that might be right now. You are working on detachment. You are going with the flow. You're ready. If you're on the other part of the world, maybe it's autumn. I'm not sure. I don't know the seasons, but I know it's like opposite, I think, in Australia. So maybe so what I'm taking from this is that it's current energy. That's how I'm going to read this. If you guys want to apply spring or autumn to it, that's totally fine. But I'm getting, because it's current time here, springtime, that means right now it's time to get in the flow. It's time to get in the flow, so that way you can get into the smooth sailing. You don't want to be in this energy anymore. You want to uncomplicate your life, let go, and go with the flow of things. That's what it is. Because finding sanctuary, what we have is things are very up in the air right now. The divine feminines are thinking to themselves, I have no idea what the hell's going on here. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know when this is going to, when this journey is going to come together, when my divine masculine is going to figure it out, when we're going to come into union, all those things. What I'm getting here is things are up in the air. They're up in the air right now. So the best thing that you can possibly do is find your own sanctuary. Because you're not going to find that in your divine masculine. You have to find it in yourself first. You have to balance those energies within yourself first before you can truly come together with another person and find, that divine union within them. You got to find it within yourself first. So while things are up in the air with your divine masculine, it's best for you to focus your energy on your inner source, on spiritual source. Now we have begin. So take your first step on this journey, winged messengers. What I'm getting from this is, because this card right here shows a little tea set, and one of these cups have fallen over. It looks like the lovers, because two of roses to me is the two of cups. The two of cups is lovers, but we have, I think these are these eagles. Somebody has like a little scroll, like a message, and there obviously is two empty chairs. So there is some kind of a little bit of sadness actually tied to this card. So what I'm getting from this is that this is the current state of the situation. People are probably in separation, or people probably aren't, successfully together in this actual union yet. So we have winged messengers coming in, as in there's still work to be done. Winged messengers. These are people that come in like messages on wings, spiritual advice, spiritual knowledge, spiritual teaching, spiritual enlightenment on this path. So what I'm getting here is it's telling you to take your first step. Take your first step on this journey. You've been on this journey, yes, so that probably doesn't make sense to you, but take your first step in the fresh new you. Things are going to take a little bit of time, okay? They're going to take a little bit of time. But the thing is, it's like Spirit isn't going to leave you hanging. You are going to get some kind of enlightenment on this journey, is what I'm getting here. Spirit isn't going to leave you high and dry. They're going to give you something here. It might not be your divine masculine right away, but the thing is, I'm getting that they are going to be assisting you on this journey within this connection. They are, but they're just telling you to trust and go with the flow, go within to find your own sanctuary. And it's almost like messages come to you on wings, as in angel's wings even. So that's what I'm getting here, is trust more in the divine, because things are up in the air right now. And right now is the time to start doing things this way and get out of this energy. That's what I'm getting for the divine feminine. On a cosmic level, I think this is really interesting that we have begin now and we have the awaken card. So again, I know I said it earlier, is that maybe the divine feminines have thought that they've been awakened, and maybe their true awakening has not even started yet. Now the true awakening can finally begin, because they are clearing this out right here. So they're going to have an entirely new experience now, because they're really starting to see things how they truly are. And then we have earth energy, as in practical intuition. This is very interesting, because when we talk about intuition isn't necessarily practical. It's kind of impractical, because we're not really using our logic when we're thinking about things or going about things intuitively. So practical intuition, I never read out of books, but I really do feel like I need to read that, because I just think it's going to be really helpful. So that's what I'm going to do, you guys. I'm going to read what this book says on this. Okay, what is it? Oh my gosh, I have all kinds of languages here. Okay, practical intuition. This says, developing spiritual abilities is not the end of the journey. Just as the spring equinox heralds new life and new beginnings, knowledge is the start of a deeper path. Through application of spiritual skills to creating blessings in the world, we connect more deeply with spirit and gain wisdom. So it's saying Vinca, which is, I guess, the energy connected to this, grows close to the ground, a humble and grounded plant. I guess that's the plant. It promotes the practical use of spiritual abilities and helps open the third eye. Okay, I got it now. Okay, this is earth-based energy. These are earth wisdom cards, so it makes sense. And I guess that's the plant. That's that plant that was started with the V. So, practical intuition. This is literally about herbs. This is possibly about magic for some of you. Actual, practical magic, that's a movie. Herbs, oils, earth, just being close to the earth, Mother Earth, something like that. It's almost about spending time in nature is what I'm getting, close to the ground, and not being so in the clouds, I guess, with things. It's almost like grounding your intuition, connecting with the creator, connecting with the creator, though, but on an earth level, if that's making sense. And so what I'm getting here, it's like, yes, you're awakening on a cosmic level. Those are those very cosmic energies. But here we have practical intuition, as in we are grounding ourselves. We're grounding our intuition. So it is making sense to me now, because I'm just kind of like, it is intuition, but what are we talking talking about here. So for some of you, if that makes sense, maybe you guys are very much getting into herbs. You guys are getting into, actual earth-based spirituality or energies, possibly working with herbs and magic and things like that. But if that does not apply, what I'm getting is almost like you need to ground your intuition. You need to ground that energy, as in get closer to the ground, get closer with nature. This will really help to balance out your intuition if you feel like you're kind of flying all over the place in 5D, okay? Because sometimes when we're so in 5D all the time, sometimes we can kind of lose sight of what's real and what's 3D and all this other stuff. And sometimes people get really confused. So if that makes sense to you, maybe that's something that you need to do, is spend a little bit more time being practical when it comes to your intuitive abilities by grounding yourself and kind of finding that nice balance between 5 and 3D, if that makes sense to you guys. So other energies moving forward, we have, whom do you need to forgive? I wonder. It says, as you release old anger or resentment, you will find that your wishes will come true. This is really based upon this exact union, this exact connection with your divine masculine. It probably is connected to your divine masculine, but it could be also connected to other things in your life. So your wishes will come true once you release this old anger and resentment. That's exactly what that card is saying. So your angels are specifically working on with you right now on your forgiveness. So again, I think for some of the divine feminines, they've thought to themselves like, I've done the work, I've done it all, I'm ready to go. And I'm not saying that that's not true, but through this reading, it could be that you're still missing something. There's still something that's not done yet. You're still not completely cleared yet. So whom do you need to forgive? It's like we still need to do some healing. We still need to do some forgiveness. We also have the spiritual law of attraction here, and I have no idea how to say that guy's name. But this is a ascended master, and he works with the spirit or the laws of attraction. So it's fantastic. So really, it is about things are only as complicated as you believe them to be. So they're only as complicated as we think, like things are only as dark and negative or happy and amazing as we believe them to be. So it literally is about using your powers of energy to attract the things to you. If you want to attract things to you that are positive and amazing and available, then you will also radiate at that frequency. But if you are sad and you feel depleted and you feel a lack, then you will also attract people of that same vibration. So it literally is about raising your vibration. We have crown chakra. It's not an accident. We have the awakening here. To me, that's crown work. So crown chakra, pay attention to your ideas as they are messages of true divine guidance sent in answer to your prayers. Look at this. You are literally getting messages on wings from your angels at the specific time towards this connection is what I'm getting here. So really pay attention to those, through any kind of messages that you get through dreams or meditation. Yes, of course, if some of you are flying around too high, you might not be sure what's real and what's not. So what I'm getting here is that in order to decipher this information as, am I just imagining it? It might be good to spend more time grounding yourself so that way you can really feel and really hear the messages that are coming to you. So that's just what I'm getting from all of those messages. Now we also have blossoming. This is a goddess energy, and I don't know how to say her name either. I'm sorry, but I think it says Arakura. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself in the process and do not give up. Oh my God, you guys, you are just getting started. Here it is. That to me, all these cards, you're awakening, you're beginning now, you're just getting started. You're just getting started with the good stuff. Okay, that's it. So maybe this has been holding you back for quite some time. Maybe you don't realize how much this has been holding you back on this journey. But you're ready to chuck that energy. You're ready to move forward in a positive direction. You're ready to finally begin the real twin flame journey is what I'm getting here. So I hope that makes sense. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go into the connective energies. So what is the actual, what's going on within the journey that affects both people? Let's see what that looks like. So we have faraway places, embracing enthusiasm, and staying focused. The journey. I love that card. Diversity, and the King of Keys. blockage, self-worth, cosmic timeout, and 3D prosperity. And let's go ahead and go with the other messages. We'll do these. Sorry guys, my cats are fighting in the background. Health and healing. Quiet time. I think that's interesting. We're getting a lot of messages that are very similar here. Release. And easy does it. Wow, we're getting a few different energies that are very similar, which that's why I like to use so many different cards, is because it really does showcase how on point we are with the energy, that it's just all connected. We're tapped in here. Okay, so this is how it's going to go. So for the actual union, what's going on here? We have faraway places. So what I'm getting here is distance between the divine feminine and masculine. They might not be together right now. Now that's not going to apply for everybody. Some of you may still be in contact or still be seeing each other. But what I'm getting is get ready for new horizons, faraway places. So there's still some traveling to do on this journey, because it is connected to the journey. So faraway places is then we meet, or we may need to go at a distance. People may go away from us for a little bit of time. People may travel away from us. We may separate. We may be in separation right now. There may be a big distance between us, but we have faraway places. Regardless of where people are at on this journey, whether they're far away from us or whether they're right in front of us on a daily basis, it doesn't matter. We have that people are on this journey right now. So either they're just getting on the real true journey, or they are starting to be pushed towards this journey. This is shared energy between the divine feminine and masculine. The fact that that journey card is there right now, which means that it is available to both of them. They are both aware of some kind of journey. So obviously the divine feminine is probably already aware of this journey. Maybe the divine masculine isn't quite understanding what it is, but we do see from his energies that came in at the beginning of this reading is that he is starting to become aware of something. So we have this light here, in the distance, which we say faraway places in the distance. We're starting to see something. We're starting to being drawn to something. So even if the divine masculine doesn't even realize he's on the journey, it's almost like he's just going to be on the journey, and then he's going to realize while he's on the journey that he's on the journey, if that makes sense. So definitely something there. Now we have embracing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. I think it's interesting that we have this card because we just had the law of attraction card. You have to embrace enthusiasm. You have to shout to the heavens with happiness. This is about being grateful. This is about actually speaking positive words. This is about speaking loving words. This is about literally shouting in terms to the heavens and being so grateful for where you're at on this journey and just where you're at in your life in general. It literally is about just embracing happiness, embracing positivity. That's really going to help on this journey. We have diversity because the thing is, people are different right now. What I'm getting here is that there is still this vibrational mismatch between your divine feminine, or the divine feminine and the masculine. So people are differently. They're doing things differently on this journey. That's why I feel like it's next to this card. They're doing things differently. They're not going to go about things the same exact way. We have the King of Keys that's connected to this. The King of Keys is the divine masculine. He's doing something a little bit different. Maybe he is focused on something different right now. Maybe he is focused on the material world. We did see the divine feminine coming through earlier, and she came up as the Queen of Roses. She's ready. She's ready for love. She's feeling the love in her heart. But we see the King of Keys, which is the divine masculine, concentrated on business perhaps, or the material world. He's working on building himself up as an actual masculine energy within either money, career, finances, just all those things. So that's what I'm getting here. And we have it connected to staying focused. So as you can see here, we have this King of Keys that does look very focused. They're looking ahead. They look like they are, they're sitting upright and they're ready for something. They're staying focused. Hold the course. So that's what I'm getting here, is that currently right now we do have people that are on the journey. They are holding the course, but I do see that the divine masculine may be somewhere different on this journey. And that's not that's not a bad thing. It's okay. That just means that's a part of his growth. That's a part of what he needs to work on right now, because we do have this self-worth card coming up as a shadow card, as in this is what people are working on. Divine Feminine is working on our self-worth, but so is the Divine Masculine. He's working on his self-worth in the material world. So that might be where his focus is at currently. See how this is connected? Might be where his focus is at currently. So in the meantime, while you are at a distance, while you are not together with your twin flame on this path right now, it is best to embrace enthusiasm, knowing that people are doing things differently. They're in a different place than we are right now. And we're okay with that, because we still have our own healing to do. We still have our own things that we're concentrating on. We do have the timeout card, because that's exactly what's going on here. The universe is saying it's a timeout right now. It's a timeout for a reason. So if for some of you right now, you're going through that separation, your Divine Masculine or Divine Feminine just told you they want to break from you or whatever's going on, it's happening for a reason. It really is. It's happening for a reason. So there's a reason why people are going at a distance. There's a reason why people are staying focused, or they're focusing on other things. There's a reason why people are different. There's a reason why people are on different spots on this journey right now, because they are meant to do the self-worth work. We also have prosperity in the material world. Now remember, this is a 3D card. People are concentrated on prosperity right now. Now, prosperity can come in many forms, but I really do feel for the Divine Masculine that it is a material prosperity. That's why I feel like this card is coming up. But for the Divine Feminine, that could be her as well. That could be her energy. But what I'm getting is that prosperity is more about embracing and just being so grateful just to be alive. Feel grateful that we just have our good health, or our friends, or our family, or all the love and all the things that we have in our lives that we're so damn grateful for. So I'm just getting that that is the earth energy for this connection, is people are working on prosperity in the 3D world. But it's, do you see? You guys are doing things differently. The Divine Masculine is doing it differently on a 3D level. You're doing it more on a spiritual level. That's what I'm seeing. So it's just a difference in vibration right now. That's all. It's not a bad thing. So the other energies that we have around us, we have quiet time. Again, it's time to be quiet. It's time to maybe pull back, have a time out, whatever that is. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. So this is all happening for a reason. People are not together right now for a reason, or people are wanting to pull away for a reason. People need a time out. People need that quiet time. And remember, the Divine Feminine, she needs to focus more on her connection with herself and the universe, that cosmic energy, rather than needing and wanting to connect so badly with her Divine Masculine. She really needs to switch that energy and be able to fulfill her own needs and happiness first, before her Divine Masculine can then come in and complete that, kind of like that circle. We have a release coming up with it. So yeah, we've got to release. We've got to let go. Work with Archangel Michael. So this is a specific archangel that's coming through that's saying, work with Archangel Michael to let go what no longer serves you or your purpose. Now, I'm also getting this for the Divine Masculine because he had the debts paid off. He is now being encouraged to also release something on this journey. But we also, for the Divine Feminines, got go with the flow. So it really is about releasing things. So this is about releasing feelings. It doesn't mean you have to let go of your Divine Masculine, okay? People get kind of freaked out when I make suggestions like that. That's not really what I'm saying at all. For some of you, that might be what you need to do because that's the best thing for you at this present time. You know, maybe you're so attached that you just physically have to do that. But this is more or less just letting go of things that are no longer serving you. A thought process, a feeling, unforgiveness, whatever it is, your expectations. It's time to release that energy is what the Divine is saying right now. And it's time to go into this more easy does it energy. So we've had several cards here that are the same. We have time out, easy does it, and quiet time. It says stop trying so hard to control everything and all of the doors will open for you. Again, it is about going with the flow. If we just go with the flow and let go, things will open up. Magic, our wishes will come true. That we also had that other card about whom do you need to forgive. Once you do this forgiving and this releasing and letting go, it's almost like your wishes come true. So this is also indicating that the doors will open for you once you release this and let go and just go with the flow. So we have Hilarion here, which is about health and healing. So health and healing is upon you right now. This is an ascended master that is working with this connection right now, individually and with this connection. It's about health and healing. So that's where it's currently at right now. People are healing. People are taking care of themselves. They're working on themselves on the inside and out is what I'm getting here. It's just an overall health and healing that needs to take place. So it really is about tapping into that energy and doing everything that you can to heal yourself and clear yourself. So that way, this can come together at some point. So it's like that's really the only chance that you have for this to come together is to do that healing, do that necessary releasing, and take this quiet time, take this break, take this distance right now to make the best of it. Don't let the pain and all the suffering that you have endured so far be for nothing. That's the worst thing that people can do, is not take something and turn it into something good. So now let's go ahead and get some messages for the universe in regards to the future. So I'm going to use 2 different decks here today. So I hope that you guys found that helpful. And I will do these periodically just to kind of see where people are at on their journey. Lift the curse and forgive. And remember that one came up before. Whom do you need to forgive? Lift the damn curse. Because sometimes that's what it can really feel like. It can really feel like a curse. Sometimes we can have so much unforgiveness in our heart and so much bitterness in our heart towards another individual that it almost becomes a curse. Even though you didn't mean it that way, it can just become that way. It can really become that heavy on another person as well, as in they might be even under a spell. I know that sounds funny, but I mean, we do this, we create this without even realizing it. We cast spells without even realizing it. Lift the curse and forgive. This has to happen. It's time to weave your own destiny right now. So that's what people are doing. They're weaving their own destiny. They're taking time to go their own way for a little bit of time because that's what they have to do. We also have new hope for the future. New energies are coming in. So literally, it's about once you do your forgiveness, once you start concentrating more on your own journey, then we have new hope for the future can come in. Also, new energies come in. So do you see how that all went together? This is for the Divine Masculine. I should have said that this was for the viewer that's watching this. And this is for the Divine Masculine. But if you are a Divine Masculine watching this, I'm kind of screwed up by doing that. Just take the messages as they resonate. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, so for the Divine Masculine, for the Divine Feminine that's watching this, disconnecting and going underground for a while. That makes complete and total sense. The reason why is we saw a lot of cards that indicated some kind of separation or somebody pulling away for a little bit of time. This is happening for a reason. The Divine Masculine is going within. The Divine Masculine is pulling away. He's taking the space for a reason. He absolutely needs it. And I think it's interesting that we have this card coming up. Be calm and anchor your energy. This is somebody who is wanting to get more anchored within his own energy. Spend some time alone meditating. We already saw that where he was currently at on this journey was that Harmony card. So that's interesting that this is now coming up as well. So I definitely feel like he has either taken that time or he's about ready to take that time. And then we also have don't take anything for granted. Wow. So this is, again, that was a shared energy about just being so grateful, shouting to the heavens, I think is what it said. Just being so grateful. This is about not taking anything for granted. Don't take anything for granted. So it literally, to me, is saying that the Divine Masculine is starting to see what's important in his life. He's starting, to see what he took for granted. He's starting to see what's important and what's not important. But the only way he was able to do this or will be able to do this is by pulling away and going within. It's almost like you don't know what you have until it's gone, or the heart grows fonder with distance. I know that's not the saying, but that's, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, there's definitely this energy where the Divine Masculine may need to pull away from his Divine Feminine, or if he has already pulled away from you, these are the things that are currently happening right now. Through this separation, through this distance, he is able to finally see what he took for granted. He is finally able to see what is really what he really truly wants. And we already saw earlier with the opening messages that it's leading back to his divine feminine. It's very, very beautiful. It's very, very healing. So this was individually for the divine feminine. This was individually for the divine masculine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 messages off of each deck for the actual connection. And then we're going to end the reading. Remove the mask of your everyday persona. Obstacles are being removed from your path. Wow. I love it. And you want to know what? I'm going to bring up that card. Take action. Fantastic. And embrace enlightenment. Wow. I wish I didn't have all these cards just completely in this pile over here, because there's some ones that I want to bring forward again. So just bear with me for a second, you guys. Okay, so come on, where is it? Give me a sec. Okay, so wasn't those... I mean, this taking shelter was the card that I was speaking of as far as the divine masculine's hermity type of energy. Clearing the way. Here it is. Obstacles are being removed from your path. So these are messages from the universe as far as the future goes for this connection. Things will be cleared. These gigantic elephants, I mean, it looks like, you know, they're very big. They're huge. They're huge blocks in our pathway. But these obstacles are going to be removed, is what Spirit's saying. That's fantastic. And we also have the Enlightenment card. So finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. I feel like that's the divine feminine. I really, really do. And I think it's interesting that we have a female on this card. But it doesn't have to be female, just like a feminine energy. We also have for this one here, like taking action. It literally is about we are taking action, taking a risk, venturing forward. That was the divine masculine's card, and we have a masculine energy right there. So you see how things are coming together with this reading, and this is now for the future. So that's what people are doing. They are embracing the enlightenment. They are taking action by moving forward. Obstacles are being removed from their path. Obstacles are being cleared from the path. And then we have remove the mask of your everyday persona. So again, this is about people really getting in touch with who they truly are, what truly matters in a lifetime. This is about people that are really taking time to examine who they've been, what the mask that they've been wearing every single day for so long. Is that who they truly are? Is that what they truly want? Are they living their life authentically, or are they not? So this is about people really starting to take that self-examination and doing something with it, doing something positive, getting more into their power, walking more in their true authentic self. So once this mask is removed, people are going to now clear these blocks. They're going to take action, and they're embracing the enlightenment. So I do want you guys to see that the divine masculine and feminine are doing 2 different things. And I saw this earlier. I saw this earlier with the diversity card, if I can see. Yeah, they're doing things differently, you guys. The divine masculine is taking action in the physical world. He is the king of keys. That's who he is. He's the king of keys. He's taking action. He's moving forward. He's doing things in the physical world. The divine feminine, she's embracing enlightenment. She's going within. She is going within. She is, where are we? She's in the flow. That's how she's getting in the flow. That's how she's staying in the flow. That's what she's doing. And she is embracing this enlightenment that's coming to her. So she's doing things on a different level. It's like I see her going more on an internal journey, and the divine masculine is kind of still in that 3D world, doing what he can, staying focused, holding the course, just embracing new possibilities, whatever it is that he needs to do. That's just where his focus is at. But it does look to me like he is moving forward, and the divine feminine is also moving forward with her growth, but in different ways. I'm hoping that makes sense. Overall, it was a really positive reading. Looks like it's leading to a positive place. I will do these on a regular basis just to kind of check in on the energies of where we're currently at on this path. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.